Welcome back to another video. This is probably going to be a long video, so bear with me. I have a beer open. Just going to chill as I attempt minting a native asset on Cardano. Yeah, I thought it'd be a good idea to continue the series. Right now we are on minting native assets. By the way, if you have been following the videos, we integrated Cardano, and yeah, there's more with metadata and just different things here. So go on it on your own. But today I'm going to go with minting a native asset. Everything that you create on Cardano is a transaction, right? So I like to think of native assets, including NFTs, as nothing but a transaction. It's simply that. So one thing you're going to notice when following these procedures is that just like when you send a transaction, like when you're sending money to somebody else, you have to pay a fee, right? So when you create a native asset, you do the same thing. You pay a fee. You'll see what I mean. But yesterday I read through the documentation, and I thought, okay, yeah, I think I'm sort of understanding it, even though there's a lot I don't understand. So we'll just go through it, okay? So I am going to be creating a token, okay? A coin, right? Just like how Ethereum has ERC20 tokens like Link, or I don't know. I think Shiba is on Ethereum, but Doge, right? I think Doge is a ERC20 token. So we're going to create a token on Cardano. It's pretty much the same thing, except I think the interesting difference is that on Ethereum, you need to use a smart contract using perhaps Solidity to create a native asset, on that chain. But with Cardano, it's already integrated with the ledger, so we don't need to use a smart contract to create a native asset. That was a long intro. Okay, let me I don't know how to mark that. Okay, yeah, let's go with it. So overview, this is pretty much, yep, the life cycle of how things work. I thought this part was pretty interesting, and this is actually really important, right? We are always going to define a policy script in order to send a transaction that's a native asset. When you're minting a native asset, minting a token, you need to define the policy, and the policy is going to, answer some questions, and we'll see that down below. Useful. This is what our working directory is going to look like. And again, you'll notice that we've seen this before, right? We're going to generate a key pair, then we're going to generate a wallet address. These look pretty similar too, right? Having the raw, like the draft, and then we're going to sign it. We're having the protocol. The biggest difference is this, in my opinion. We're going to have a directory called policy that contains the same thing, but it's going to be a policy signing key and verification key in a script and ID. So yeah, when you're minting a native asset, you want to you want to decide what the name is going to be for your token, how many you want, different things here and there, very useful things. I'm going to be following this pretty much. So we are going to call this token, I'm going to call it Ginny because my girlfriend's dog name is Ginny. So I'm going to be creating 10 million Ginnies. Okay. Will there be a time constraint? No. Okay. So yeah, setup is pretty much everything we've done before. One thing I noticed about this documentation creator is that he defined a lot of variables, which can be useful, but I think I'm going to go without it for now. So yeah, we want to make sure our node is completely synced up, and I believe I am completely synced up because I've been running it in the background. So I think we're good there. You can check if you're caught up by doing this. I don't really want to do that right now because I'm confident that we're caught up. We're going to set up a workspace. Okay, I didn't do that. So I'm in the Cardano directory. I'm going to make a directory called tokens, and I'm going to move to tokens. Okay. And then we are going to do, as with everything, we're going to have to generate a key and address because we want a new address, if you will. I think so. Well, for this, yeah, let's just create a new address. So as always, cardano-cli address keygen. I could just literally copy this because it's the same thing. Yep. Okay, so if we do that, we have our two keys here. And then we need to generate a wallet address using those. And we're going to use the V key here, as you can see here. And we're going to output it as that. And we're going to make sure that we are calling testnet. Using testnet. So actually for the testnet part, I'm going to do testnet magic. I think this is right. That dash there. That didn't work. Okay, it's because of the testnet magic thing. It's testnet magic. That works. Yeah, I just need to do that. So maybe I don't know why that's not working. Let's see. This is annoying. No, that's not magic. Still didn't work. Oh yeah, this threw me off, but I think it's because we need to. Yeah, we need to do. Oh, okay, because he already defined it. I see. So we are going to do that again. That should work fine. But you want to do. Actually, sorry for the delay here. Just chopping away. Testnet magic is cat testnet magic. Yeah, because I already have testnet magic saved in a text file. So if we did that ls, we're going to see our address too. Perfect. So yeah, because I did it like that. Token name one. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm just not used to that right now. So we generated an address, and then we are going to save our address hash. Okay, stored it in a variable. I'm okay with that right now. Funder address. Okay, so we're going to go to the faucet. What's the faucet? Yeah. Testnet faucet, where we can get test data. And our address is this. So we're going to copy that. We're going to paste it here. No API key. I'm not a robot. Request funds. Cool. We got 1,000 data. We're going to verify that using the query command utxo. Again, testnet magic is cat testnet magic, and our address is that. So we didn't get it yet. Where is the money? Should be working. Sometimes when this happens, that's funny. Yeah, I tried it again because a slot was updated, and every second we usually get a new slot, right? So the slot had to contain that new transaction. Funny. Yeah, anyway, it makes sense. So if we zoom out here, we see that we have this many Lovelaces, our transaction hash and the index. Cool. Refunded address. Now we're going to export the protocol parameters. I already have this in here, so I'll just move on. But you could just copy and paste that. Minting native assets. Now, okay, here we go. The juicy part. We're going to generate the policy ID. That's not true, but we are going to. But in order to do that, to sort of make things easier, we're going to create a new directory within tokens called policy. Right, we're going to, actually, do we need to go into policy? Oh, we don't have to. But here's the thing now. We're going to have to generate new keys, a key pair, inside that directory. Okay, so I wanted to look more into this, but I think essentially V key and S key are like, they're hashes, right? Type in V key. Yeah, it's just, you see a very long hash. It's a payment verification key. So I think it's maybe sufficient to think that it's unique. All right, so we are going to do this exact same thing because it fits what we have. We're going to be pushing it to this directory. If we do that and we do cat policy, yeah, actually that wouldn't work, right? Echo policy, no, that wouldn't work either. Need to polish up my bash skills. And cat policy ls. So I'm just going to go to policy ls. So you see to there, right? Okay. Now we created a policy script. No, we need to create a policy script, which is an empty text file, and fill it with an empty string. If you're not so caught up with bash, just touch it's creating a file. So we're creating a file within here. And is pretty much like a pipe. So if this completes, then we're going to execute this, right? So yeah, so after this is complete, we are going to then execute an echo, which is just like printing something out, an empty string. And this is like a redirect. So we're redirecting it into this policy script. So we're populating what we created with an empty string. So I'm just going to copy that. Okay, and then we're going to use the echo command to populate the file. So something similar, we're going to use echo, and it's one line at a time, right? So we're pretty much creating a dictionary here. We're redirecting it, but yeah, so this is like adding it to the policy script. This is like, so if you just use one, for example, it would replace. So we don't want that. Anyway, so we're going to be adding this. I guess you can manually write this too, right, in a text editor. And then a policy script is always going to have a key hash, so it's going to be a unique hash. And I thought this was interesting. So pretty much we're going to be using the address and the key hash command to make a hash out of the hash, right? So we're pretty much converting it into a hash. And that's going to be even more unique. You can't say something is going to be more unique if it's unique already, but I guess it becomes more robust in a way. But anyway, we're creating a dictionary here, so I'm just going to copy this, right? We're creating our policy script. And we're going to use the policy script to generate the policy ID. I know, multiple things, but like the more you do this, I guess it'll make more sense. So I'm going to update something, I think. Cardano-cli address key. No, I think this is fine. Yeah. So if we cat policy.script, see policy.script, then we're going to see this, exactly what we had. I guess we had an extra empty string here, right? And then we're populating it with all of that. Cool. So we have a simple script file that defines the policy verification key. And basically this is a witness when we sign this the transaction. That's all we need apparently. So yeah, I think I'm oversimplifying this, but this is really important. This is what we want. And then ultimately when we're minting the native asset, we need to generate the policy ID. So this is coming from the policy script that we generated. So notice how we had like a key pair, right? And then we use the V key to create the policy.script. And then with the policy script, we're gonna create a policy ID. So this is it. We're gonna use the transaction command, but it has a unique command of its own, right? Policy ID. Script file, I guess it's to sort of declare that we're putting in a script. And policy ID. So we're redirecting it, right? And I think this would automatically create this text file if it wasn't already created before. So if we do that, we're going to see a policy ID. Policy ID. If we cat policy ID, it's going to be a hash. So yeah, we need, this is our policy ID and it's going to be unique. Now this is where things get more, this might be more familiar territory because we are going to be building out a transaction, right? So we did this before, but let's do it again. Let's clear everything actually it's not clear. No. The heck? How come it's not working anymore? That's not magic. Oh, because I'm in policy. Yeah. So if we see this, we're going to need a transaction hash, transaction index. So pretty much what we're going to do is create a draft and then calculate the fee, because every transaction has a fee attached to it. And then we're going to ultimately then define how many tokens we're going to want and all that. So blah, blah, blah. This is what ultimately we want, right? We want to create a transaction, a raw transaction, and we're going to output it as a raw file. Well, I mean, it's a text file, really. Well, is it? Yeah, it is. So fee is an arbitrary number. So I'm just going to copy and paste this right now, and I'll make the changes as I go. If you can see here, this person is creating 2 tokens at the same time. I'm going to be creating 1 token, so it's going to become it's going to be slimmer. Okay, so I want that. This argument is asking for the policy script. I want that. I am going to move this because I'm only going to be creating 1 token. Token amount, I mean, let's declare it right here. 100, 1,000, 10,000, million, 10 million. So 10 million, and our policy ID, that token name. Okay. I wonder if this is going to work, but we're going to go into policy. right? We do have a policy directory, yeah. Then policy ID, we have, I should have printed that out. Pretty sure that's right. Yeah. Okay, and then the token name. One Jenny. My girlfriend's dog. Best dog in the world. So I am going to delete all that. Same thing here. Okay, I see. So I'm gonna be copying that hashtag 0 because that's the index, and plus this string here. Notice it's the same thing as below. 100 million, 100,000 million, one more. Okay. Whoa, is that the same number? I'm confused. 100,000, 1 million, 10 million. I don't think that's the same as below. Is it? See, that's 100,000. That's 1 million. That's 10 million. Okay, cool. Same thing here. We're gonna do policy ID Jenny. Cool. Transaction out. Notice that how our transaction in and out are going to be the same. Ooh, and speaking of, yeah, I know I could do this more efficiently. I'm going to set this for 0 for now. Oh gosh, that's not what I meant. 10 million, 10 million. Nope, I'm going to leave it. I meant this one, but it's already 0. Transaction in, transaction. This is already the same. So we're going to copy that. Paste. Cool. Fee is going to be 0. So it's arbitrary right now. Okay, something broke. Unexpected hash. Where? I think it's because the plus was wait. Yeah, good point. The address plus transaction out should have the address. Plus output plus, damn it. Okay. Yeah, something's wrong with transaction out. Let's see. So transaction in, transaction out. Plus 0 plus. Wonder. Nope. Transaction. So that's right. Oh, but I don't need. What's output again? Output is 0. Yeah. So address plus 0 plus token amount. I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's see. Address plus 0 plus sorry for the delay here. I'm just trying to figure this out. Transaction in is right. We have the transaction hash and the index. Transaction out. Oh, we need to put the address. Transaction hash is different from the address. Interesting. So yeah, I messed up there because I was putting in the transaction hash for the same thing, but actually what we wanted is this. It makes sense, right? Yeah, so again, just I gotta get better at this. I'm gonna delete this. Copy and paste that. So output would be +0 anyway. Still didn't work. Unexpected P. Six DG. 6. Oh gosh. 6 DG. Yeah. +0 plus. I don't get it. Unexpected L now. What'd I do? Option and transaction in? Incorrect transaction ID format. I mean, yeah, this looks wrong because yeah, let me do the transaction in again then. Okay, so transaction in is going to be this, though. Yeah. Backslash. Unexpected, expecting a space or asset ID. I want to check something. Damn it. This is capitalized. The little things, they... Oh boy. Okay, well, geez, if I'm going to be executing in the policy, it's going to happen. I don't even know anymore. So I'm in the tokens directory, feed 0, transaction hash, index, address +0, plus 1000, policy D. Yeah, let's see, option, transaction out again. So transaction is good. Unexpected P, where the heck is the P? I don't even see a lot of P here. Okay. So it's policy? That's fine. Maybe they don't want me to even go into this. If that makes sense. No, that doesn't make sense. What the heck? Oh. Okay, I see. I think I see. Let's see. So the thing is, we want to... I see. You know what? I think I'm going to create a policy ID. It's going to cat policy ID. Like that. So we only do policy ID. I mean, what the heck? How do I print policy? Is that? Oh, okay, variable. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna store that because it's gonna be this. Because it's gonna be like this dot Jenny. Get it? So that's why that's not gonna work. So we're gonna try this. Try this again. I'm in tokens. And I am going to do dot policy ID dot Jenny. That should work fine. Okay, if this doesn't work, take another sip of my beer. If it does work, take another sip of my beer. Cool. We have our raw file. Okay. And if we cat this, you should see that it creates another unique hash. Interesting. This part is really useful. Breaks down every line of the code here. And as always, we're going to have to calculate the fee. The fee here. I'm just going to copy and paste this because, yeah, just minimum effort here. But basically, it's calculating the fee using the raw file that we just used. There's a transaction in 1, transaction out 2. Or when this account, we're having 1 actually. Yeah, I think it should be 1 because we're only having 1 token. Thus, we need only 1 thing for that. I might be wrong there. I don't want to be wrong there. Why are there 2 witnesses? Wait, I need to calculate the minimum fee. Why is witness count 2? This is a transaction here. Witness account. I don't know why we have 1 witness account. Yeah, I want to just have 1 witness account because we have 1 transaction. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna use 1. If I'm wrong, then we'll just adjust. Testnet magic was cat magic protocol parameters equals what directory are we in? We're in tokens, so we're gonna do that. And basically this is a pipe, right? So based on the so we're gonna have something like Lovelace, right? So that's gonna be our output. We're gonna pipe that and we're gonna cut it using the -d, which is a delimiter, using the space here, and F1 is saying, okay, we're gonna get the first column because it starts with 1, not 0. So we should get 1,000 in that case. So if we do that, Yeah, so this is the minimum fee here. This is transaction. So, and then we can also get our output here, but you know what? I think I'll just do that separately. Output plus. Wait, no, this is wrong. So we got our raw breakdown, got our raw file, calculate the min fee. Output is basically calculating how much. So, but we could just do that right now. How much did we have? Lovelace wise. Excuse me. I'm just gonna. I don't want to type this out, huh? Yeah. So this is how many Lovelace we have. I wonder if this will work. A fee. That won't work. How about this? Okay, whatever. I want to use Google. Or I could just do this, right? Okay, fine. No. How do you set a fee? Yeah, fee. Where's fee? Oh, right. Funds equals $sign. How? Get better at this. No? Okay. Oh, right. Wait, why can't I just do that? Fee minus. Oh gosh, that's not. That's the. Okay. Whew. Funds equals that. Can I not have a space? Yeah, I can't do that, huh? Funds that fee equals. Yeah, run this all over again. That. So if we do output, press literally this, copy, and then we'll have output. Okay, cool. So with that, we're gonna do this all over again. But actually, we have that saved somewhere, right? When I created the draft. So why not just make use of it right here? So instead of, well, we're building out our draft again, right? So this stays the same. Mint, this stays the same. Address stays the same. The amount that we want to send to this address stays the same. And it's interesting too, right? We're sending it to the wallet address, not the UTXO. So for 0 here, I believe is where we put our output, right? So our output's going to be this. This is how much we're sending to our own address because we have to subtract the fee from it. And well, yeah, and then we have to update the fee like that. And then that's it. Transactions then need to be signed to prove the authenticity. So remember we have our S key. Okay, now I see why we needed 2 witnesses, because we needed to use the payment.sk and the policy.sk. So I messed up. I need to do this all over again. I'm sorry. So actually, I think we just need to change this part, because where I change the witness count, where, oh man, I'm sorry. Where we change the witness count is here. Right, so I just need to change that to 2, and the reason why is because we're using the payment.sk and the policy.sk. So if we do that, the fee, so the fee would be different. So I'm gonna do that. So output might be different. So 955. Yeah, 687. It's different. So the fee is gonna be dependent on the number of bytes. I don't think that changes really the byte size. But anyway, the output changed. So I'm going to do this again. Same thing, but the fee is different now, right? So I'm gonna. Sorry, not the. Well, the fee is different too, but the output is different as well. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, cool. Now we can literally copy and paste this, and that won't work because of the directory, because we're in token. Actually, I'm not sure what. Oh, okay, it didn't work because testnet. Testnet magic equals cat. Where are we? We're in tokens. So testnet magic transaction raw signed. I'm sorry if I'm getting lazy with this. I'm not talking as much as I feel, but basically we're now signing the draft, right? And in order to sign the draft, we need to use two S keys. Because we're minting an asset, we need the policy.s key. Remember, we created that policy script, and then we, with the policy script, we had the S key too. We need that alongside it. I can't really elaborate more from there, but it's pretty much to verify that we are the ones that created that policy script. And then because we're sending it to our own address, we also need this because we're sending it. And then with that, we're signed. And now we're just going to submit. So I'm going to copy that. Yeah, I could use the variables more often, maybe for next run. Transaction successfully submitted. Yeah, so we're done. We created a native asset on the testnet. And in order to check that, I'm going to, as soon as the next slot is complete, I'll show it. But when we check our UTXO on spent transaction, we're not only going to see the number of Lovelace, right? But we're also going to see an addition of 10 million tokens of this policy ID. Sorry, this has two, right? ID plus the name of the token. So yeah, it doesn't have a graphic or image, but basically this is it. You created your own tokens, and then from here, you can send however many you want to a different place. And when all that is done, you can see an output that updates something like this, right? This person sent 2 tokens of this test token to someone else. So that's that. You created your token. If you do it in the mainnet and if you're linked with Daedalus, then you can see it on your Daedalus wallet as well. So what can you do with this? Well, I mean, I think there's so many possibilities that you can think about, but yeah, that's a whole different animal question. So let me clear this so that we can see the result. We are going to query UTXO for testnet magic here, and then our address. What's our address? Address. I think that's right here. So that didn't work. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm getting sleepy. That or I'm tipsy. I don't know. Not as sharp right now. No. What? Oh. What? What's going on? I can't even query. We got a testnet. Then we got our address. Screw that. It's cat payment dot address. Yeah, it's different. It's the same thing. I guess I did need to add that. Okay, cool. That was took a lot of attempts, but yeah, here it. Okay, it's just too small. Here it is. The transaction hash. First transaction. I guess I thought this would be a 1, right? But anyway, I guess unique hash. I don't know. So you have your number of ADA, right? It reduced because of the fee. We sent it to ourselves. And you see here that we have 10 million of this. 10 million Ginnies. Gotta go take a photo of this and show my girlfriend now. All right, well, I know this was a really long video. I doubt anybody watched till the very end, but if you did for some reason, I don't know why, but congratulations. Good luck from here, have fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.